Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of the All We Do Is Talk podcast. It is playoff time. I'm here with Moody and Isaiah. How are we doing today, guys?
Hey, man, everybody excited to watch their team play?
Playoffs? Wouldn't know about it.
No, nobody. Oh, we are. We're watching our team play in the playoffs on Sunday, so I'm excited for that.
They still have to go to the NFC Championship game, so
Yeah.
that's all that matters. Yeah. Hate it.
But all right, I guess for this video, we're doing playoff predictions. Overall, we'll go into lines as the weeks come across, but an overall picture of the playoffs.
But yeah, so I guess we're all gonna get a chance to rethink about our preseason Super Bowl picks. Some of us might have lost the team.
You want to go ahead through those? You want to go ahead through those and talk about your preseason predictions?
Well, clearly my Super Bowl will no longer be happening.
LA versus LA and LA. It was a nice. It had a nice ring to it. Isaiah. I'll give you credit for that. Your prediction had the best ring to it of anybody.
It's tough, but I mean, I don't know. So I guess right now I'm gonna still rock with the Rams because hey, I'm gonna keep rocking with them. I think they got a nice bracket. That's really the key for them. The bracket might have broke right for them. If they get over the hump of a playoff win this week, I think that will get them some confidence. But in the AFC, I guess I'm gonna switch up now and go with Tennessee. I'm gonna go with another, I think, one seed. I'm gonna go with the one seed in the AFC. Another Super Bowl rematch of Super Bowl 34, Rams versus Titans. So that's who I will go with to replace the Chargers RIP. Fuck Brandon Staley. But I will go with a new prediction for this playoff bracket of the Rams versus the Titans in the Super Bowl. And I expect to be thoroughly wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hard to predict because it's the NFL. Let's see. I got the Green Bay Packers making out of the NFC with a victory over the Cowboys in the NFC title game at Lambeau Field. They're at home. Obviously, the Super Bowl runs through Green Bay. Tampa Bay is just so beat up. They're the one team that I think could actually go win a game at Lambeau Field in a playoff scenario. And if they're too beat up to even get there, I think that's going to be hard on them. And for the AFC, I agree with Isaiah. I think Tennessee gets to the Super Bowl this year. I just think they have the best overall team in the AFC from how they played all year.
Forgot to mention Derrick Henry's
back.
Healthy A.J. Brown. Healthy
Julio Jones. All of that.
Yeah.
And I think they have the best coach behind Bill Belichick, obviously, in the AFC. And he's going to be the coach of the year. I think they upset the Chiefs at home in the AFC title game. Their defense and Derrick Henry will get the job done for them there. So I'll take Packers Titans in the Super Bowl this year.
Matt LaFleur facing his old team that he coached it for before he came to the Titans.
Yeah, my preseason was Kansas City and Green Bay. I'm going to keep with those two. With the Titans beating the Chiefs earlier in the year, hard to go 2-0 on a team in 1 year. So that's what I'm going to have to go with for that game. I think that's going to be the AFC Championship in the second round when it's Kansas City versus Tennessee.
Buffalo.
But the Kansas City would match up with Tennessee in the second round.
No, Kansas City's 2, so they would see Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Or whoever's the 3.
Yeah. Remember,
they can't.
They reseed. Luckily, in the NFL, smartly they reseed. Why is that so hard for other playoffs?
The lowest seed goes to the highest. It just makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll have that as my easy one. I got my bet in for that matchup in the Super Bowl. So we'll see where it goes.
All right. So I guess for predictions, I'm gonna rock with LAR. I guess I'm gonna rock. I think I've been riding them all year. Matthew Stafford fell out of the MVP conversation, but I guess this could be the redemption. The Super Bowl MVP will just be just as good. Getting over the hump. Clearly, I'll have them beating Green Bay sooner or later to, overcome those demons of Matthew Stafford and Lambeau Field, Sean McVay versus Green Bay, Jalen Ramsey versus Devontae Adams. Everybody gets the revenge of Green Bay that they need to get over the hump for LAR. So I will ride them out until the wheels fall off.
I like it. I don't think Green Bay wins. I'm gonna take Tennessee to get the job done here and win the Super Bowl, just because I don't see Green Bay in their last dance getting this going out with a fairy tale like this. If Aaron Rodgers was retiring, if you were telling me that, then maybe I could get on board because you know how the NFL is going to go ahead and push their narratives.
Ben Roethlisberger's retiring.
Yes, he is, and don't think that's not in the back of my head. But for this one, for my realistic prediction, I think Tennessee, with the way they've been able to handle all the good teams all year without being healthy, now they're going to be healthy. if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen this year for them. So I'm gonna take Tennessee.
Yeah, but you also need to remember the clunkers that they have thrown in this season. That
absolutely
sometimes they'll just be a random game, not supposed to lose at all, or just have a dud of a game. So they're either really off or they're really off.
I'll say for that though, unlike Cincinnati, at least Tennessee has playoff experience 2 times over. So they know the pressure won't get to them because they've been to the AFC Championship game recently. Yeah. So we'll see. They got a core.
But yeah, I will go with Green Bay hoisting the trophy at the end of the year. I think Aaron Rodgers will handle anyone in the NFC, and then it will just be a showdown: Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes for who's still
finally gonna get it. It just seems like that match gets avoided every chance we get.
Are the Kansas City going to lose 2 Super Bowls in a row?
I thought,
and start paving out. They could have been Buffalo. They could have been the Buffalo Bills if things broke wrong in the first one.
San Francisco just hangs on to a 10-point lead with 10 minutes left in the ball.
Sheesh, that'd be tough. Then you got to start looking at it. That'll put some pressure on some people. And when I say some people, that's for you, Andy.
So we're all picking for no repeat this year from Brady. No repeat Super Bowl champions. It's just hopefully we get another new one like we usually do.
Well, I remember the caveat I put with Green Bay is that they wouldn't play Tampa, and the way it broke, I think they're gonna get a matchup in the second round that'll knock them out. So Green Bay avoids them.
Gotta love. The only thing I'm scared about for Green Bay is a potential matchup with the San Francisco 49ers, who they've struggled to beat in the playoffs in the last 10 years. So that's not what they want to see.
So that's why I don't think they'll have to worry about it.
Anything else for predictions? Postseason MVP. I'm gonna go not too bold. I'm gonna pick Cooper Kupp to be the postseason MVP. I expect him to be abused in the playoffs, with Derrick Henry being my second place guy.
You can't use a second place guy when I'm.
Go ahead and pick him though. I just have to get it out.
I'm gonna roll with Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry, despite the foot injury, as long as he's back 100% from that, he's gonna get a monster workload and he's gonna be the freshest player in the playoffs probably. And just with the way the AFC struggles to defend good run offenses, I just can't imagine him being held below 150 to 200 yards a game,
especially if he gets like a Bills matchup.
So if he just carries them to the promised land by being Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill has to throw 25 passes in 2 games, he'll be the MVP.
Yeah, I'm going to just because the predictions, the line pretty much, you're going to go with a top player on your Super Bowl pick. So I'll go Aaron Rodgers, but I'll do a breakout of Joey B. I think Joe Burrow is going to have a great game. And then the second round is where we'll see how elite or how much room he has to grow. But I think they're going to handle the Raiders. It might be a trap because it's the Bengals, but I believe in that team. I think they'll be the breakout of this.
You've been riding with them all year.
You got breakout. I like that. I got a better. I'm going to go contradictory. My breakout guy for the playoffs is going to be Max Crosby. That's who I'm going to rock with. I think he's going to become a household name at the end of this postseason, and that'd be at the expense of a Joe Burrow if that was to come true.
Man, breakout player. That's a good one. Breakout player.
Go with your Micah Parsons. Go ahead.
It's not a breakout.
He got to break out.
He's a rookie, so it's actually hard for him to really take that mantle. I will go with Patriots running back Damian Harris. As the breakout start because one, he gets a perfect matchup with not a bad run defense, but a defense he's lit up a couple of times this year already. He's PFF's number 1 ranked running back. I like Damian Harris a lot. If New England's going to win a couple of playoff games, it'll be on the back of him. So I'll say Damian Harris from the New England Patriots.
All right. So now let's go on the negative aspect. Who do you think is going to be the biggest disappointment of this playoff run?
Who's choking? I'm going to go first because I hate to say it. I think it's going to be Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It's supposed to be negative degree weather happening in Buffalo. New England is not going to have any fear of going to play there, going to win there. I already picked Damian Harris to be the breakout guy. I just think it's a rough match. I think the Bills are the second best team in the AFC, but that is a rough matchup for them to get a division opponent for the 3rd time. And I expect Bill to be able to outcoach those guys. So I'll say our biggest disappointment will be the Bills and Josh Allen specifically.
I'm going to hedge because I just think it's going to come from this game. whoever loses the Monday Night Football game between the Cardinals and the Rams will be the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. The loser of that game is pretty disappointing.
Because in the playoffs, it's one off, so somebody's gonna lose.
I think the Cardinals can survive it. Optics wise,
to start so good.
Yeah, it's like the injuries can like Jason Watts limping in there, Hopkins limping in there, so they'll have some built-in excuses for them. LA already got no built. They all in.
I mean, they're limping into. They got some injuries and new guys and chemistries. That's what it's gonna be questionable because both teams are going all in. So to lose in the first, you don't go all in to lose in the first round.
I think it would be just a disappointment in the first round as well. If the 49ers
all expected to lose. So
I think that's a pretty fair matchup, and it's not a rematch. So I don't think we'll know what we're getting. That's the good thing about that game. But yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. But other than that, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's a wrap. We got playoff predictions. We'll have our weekly predictions and stuff like that for your spreads and stuff like that. But yeah, I got Packers Titans as my Super Bowl prediction,
and I'm going Rams Titans,
and I'm going Chiefs Packers.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry to all those teams.
And I hope Eric's right. If the Cowboys don't make it, obviously, I hope Eric's right, so we can finally get the Mahomes-Rodgers matchup we deserve.
Yeah,
I hope I'm right. Ryan Tannehill versus Matthew Stafford makes my top 10 quarterback list.
It would look pretty good.
Very good.
Even though they both getting carried.
All right, though.
Oh, man.